Ayaya. Well, as you can see, my first custom paint job is on the Hayasha. Now it's time to review and explain everything. First thing is the base coat. Right now I have lots of matte sunny yellow paints, so there was almost no question about the winner color. Use a thick brush which should be used for fence painting, but this is perfect for the size of the paint can. The whole coating procedure was done in an hour with installation and removal of the masking tape. I've put on 3 layers. Actually, only the painting took only 42 minutes, so it's 14 minutes per layer. I think it's pretty quick. One layer doesn't even have the chance to dry fully before I started the second one. Paint is on the chassis. What should be the graphics? I chose a Hungarian YouTube channel which is pretty close to my heart most of the time. The fókuszcsoport, which means focus group in English, you know, that very important part of today's marketing strategies. This channel only started in the previous year but already reached 100,000 subs thanks to its brave topics, constructive opinions and the professional settings. The lights are on point, the voice is crystal clear and the cuts make the show flowing, not bumping. Yeah, truly international. As you can see, they started the second season with a very coherent cover style that preserves the main symbols but brings in a lot of new ones. The lining in the center stayed, for example, but now it's not yellow, the surroundings have become yellow instead. We can see curves in the corners, lots of black dots, and as I can see, the font is italic Hayasha, which I also like very much. The first step was the planning, of course. I made a profile and a rear view, then printed them out with the measuring net on. I knew the dots will help me in the positioning, so after masking and marking their position, started the decoration with them. Yeah, it took some time. After that, I could start painting the assets on. Started with the black items, after the dots it looked convenient. Car number originated by their previous channel that's called Hot Lépés, which means 6 steps. I think it is the 7th step, thus I chose number 7. Another thing is the shouted word on the rear bumper. It's an ever-living meme on the channel. Host Adam's work and life partner Techie always shouts this when Adam says, "Üdv, ez itt a fókuszcsoport! Fókuszcsoport!" During its painting it became clear that I screwed the things a little bit up. Instead of planned 3 columns of dots, I made 5. No surprise that I had to compress the letters and miss 2 ending marks out of planned 3. Still italic and still all caps, but a bit weird. By the way, if you see the plan, you can notice these turtle silhouettes in the bottom of the numbers. Okay, I'll show you once more. Well, I have to admit it has cut out of the real version, but there's a thing I actually added in. Raw Filter, their production company, has its placement on the rear fenders. Then came the white for the corners of the bumpers, for the iconic lightning, and for the background of the rear bumper sticker, which has a little bit interesting story. Techie is a musician under the name Kali Session, and I saw the success sticker on the Synth keyboard in Just Widman's most recent video, so I thought it would be cool to slap on, to paint on. Wonder what are those oval stuffs on the front fender? Well, those are coconuts. The channel supporters have a chopped coconut after their names, and since they are the literal sponsors of this show, I placed them where stock cars show their smaller supporters. And then came the main logo onto the hood, of course. Only black and white parts, the car is already yellow. It has become a bit small, but found a way to make it better looking, stretched out the ends of the F vertically. After all, nothing else left except the driver's name above the side window, and of course the name of this project. I hope you liked it. Feel free to comment if you think this stuff deserves it. Follow this Tengu or even support with some coffee, and see you next week. Ayaya!